Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Heather. I am Wheelhouse Knits, and this is episode 22 of the Wheelhouse Knits podcast. I am coming to you from the east coast of Canada, just outside of St. John, New Brunswick, where I live, where I work, where I knit. It is Friday, May 23rd, I think. I was off today. I recorded this earlier, but I don't know what happened. It didn't work. So here I am, round two, take two. Anyways, here we go. You can find me on all of the places, Instagram and Ravelry as Wheelhouse Knits. And I do put my show notes down below for you. And if you have any questions, just shoot me a message on Instagram. That's where I am most active. Yeah. It is a really rainy day. It is almost 6 o'clock in the evening, so we are rapidly losing the light. I apologize, but I wanted to get this done today because I have 2 giveaways to share with you. So I wanted to get this out because it's important that you know about that. We had a generous donation, and it's for an upcoming local event, so I wanted to make sure you knew about that. Okay, so let's start with what we're wearing. I am going to insert a picture. I am not going to stand up because I just got the feng shui properly and I don't have the mental capacity to do that again. So this is my Stripey Tulip sweater by Melody Hoffmann. It is a sport weight pattern that I heavily modified, really just to use as a pattern, and I striped it myself. This yarn is Yarn-Indulgences Sport Yarn, which Deborah has just renamed, so I don't want to get that wrong, but it'll be down below. I picked several colors of stripy yarn at Fiddlehead Fibre Festival 2 years ago, and I have finally knit it. It's a very basic pattern. It was very clear. I wore it at Fiddlehead this year, and I loved it. So yes, this is my stripy sweater. And I'll put a picture in because, again, I'm not going to stand up. So that's what I'm wearing. What else? I think that's it. Let's talk about, I don't know, finished objects, I guess. Maybe we'll talk about those. I have finished the sweater since I was here last, so that is a finished object. I have also finished several pairs of socks. As per usual, I have a whole pile here of finished socks. So I'm going to start with my Nancy socks. Now I can only find one of these because our cleaner accidentally washed them with like the regular laundry, and she doesn't do the laundry often, but I think that these socks like must have been stuck in the bottom of my bed because it went in with the bedding. This is the Bobble socks by Nancy Wheeler, Knit Sip Happy. These little things here, these are the bobbles or the boobles, or yeah, these are the Booble socks. Sorry, I'm saying that wrong. They're the Booble socks for breast cancer. They're bobbles, aka boobles. That was Leanne's idea. I love it. So this sock has a pop of color at the cuff. It has all of these lovely little booble bobbles, contrast heel, and then some ribbing and detail at the top, and a contrast toe. These were Nancy's pattern this year for breast cancer. She does a charity donation every year for that, and I test knit these, and I have worn them a bunch. She debuted these at Fiddlehead Fibre Festival this year. She raised a ton of money for breast cancer, and I'm so proud of her. So yes, these are available now on Ravelry. They're the Booble socks. And these little bumps are just on the leg. You could put them on the foot if you wanted to, but you would feel that texture in your boot, which is why most people chose to just put them on the leg. So that was a finished object. The other one that I have test knit for Nancy, I just finished, and this pattern just released last week at Knit City Montreal. These are the Mountain Edge socks, Mountains Edge socks. These were knit as a collaboration, or designed as a collaboration, between Nancy Knit Sip Happy and Ginger Snap That for Yarn City. They usually do something, and they have a lovely sock set and fade set. They have a lovely fade collection that this sock was inspired by. And it is a lovely cabled sock on the front with some ribbing detail on the sides here. I am in love with this. I'm showing it to you like this because on the sock blocker it just doesn't give it justice. I will put in a picture, but yeah, this is the Mountain Edge sock. So I knit my pair in Lichen and Lace Amethyst. I love purple, and these fit like a dream. They're so squishy. They hug your foot. This cable, I did have to use a cable needle for. Most of Nancy's patterns, you can use no cable needle for the cables, but this one you did, because it just was a little bit more very enjoyable, very easy, and I loved it. So those are the Mountains Edge socks. Those are finished and recently available on Ravelry, so go check those out. I have finished some vanilla socks as well. I did the 1 week sock challenge with Julianne Knitter. I knit a pair of shorty socks, just a vanilla shorty. This is Goldenrod from Tiny Human Knits. It is a lovely self-striping colorway. I knit both of these socks. I do a cuff down, 15 rounds for the cuff. I think it is 35 rounds for the leg, heel flap and gusset. And then it's usually about 70 rounds for the foot with a Nancy rounded toe. I have a size 8 women's foot, and that seems to do the trick for me. And that is my like go-to, I call this like a midi sock. I guess it's not a shorty, but it's a midi. So Goldenrod, Tiny Human, I love self-striping. And then the last pair that I have finished are a pair of opal socks. I picked out this colorway at my local yarn store, Cricket Cove. I will put the details down below. I posted this on Instagram and I had quite a few people comment for the colorway or send me a message because it is so cute. And I knit this around Easter time. I knit a super long leg. I think I did 24 rounds ribbing. I don't know how long I knit the leg, but it's longer than normal. I love to use up all of my opal because I don't really use those leftovers, so I try and knit it up. Anyways, this reminds me of spring and an Easter egg, and I love it. So those are done. So what is that? 1, 2, 4 pairs of socks and a finished sweater, which I'm pretty thrilled about. Yeah, I'm happy with that progress. Now, I have an almost finished pair of socks. This is going to segue us into works in progress because this pair of socks is almost done. And I am like so close to being done. This was for the I Like Books and Sock Knitting Cal hosted by Denise, Earth Tone Girl. And this was for one of the spicy books I read. This is Area 51. I like my books extra spicy. I hope it's not blowing out too much. It probably is because it's dark in here. But I love it. The fiery, spicy. So that is done. And then I am literally on the second sock, on the toe of the second sock, and I ran out of yarn. Like, I'm not going to have enough to finish. So I messaged her and she dyed another mini for me and sent it my way, which I so appreciate because I've never run out of yarn before. Like, I don't know if my gauge was looser with this pair or what, but I've never run out of yarn when I've been knitting like a midi before. I was so surprised, like I couldn't believe it. So I don't know what is going on, if these are looser than normal or what, but yeah. I ran out and I had to get another one. The mini just came in the mail the other day, and actually I left it out, and to be honest, I don't know where my cleaner put it. I have to find that. Oh, Tammy. I love her, but sometimes I just don't touch the yarn, please, Tammy. One time she reorganized my yarn room. Reorganized. That was traumatizing. The best of intentions, but oh my god, please don't do that again, Tammy. Okay, so that's gonna be done very, very soon. What else can I show you? I'm just gonna show you my least favorite thing that I'm working on right now and get it over with. It's not the bag though. I love the bag. This is a lovely little carry-all that is from Sadie of Topsail Canvas, and I got it at Cricket Cove, which is my local yarn store. And the yarn inside I got at Good Vibrations, which is one of my other local yarn stores. This is, I wrote it down, it's West Yorkshire Spinners, and this is Milk Bottle and Rouge. So just a white and a red, and I am knitting my mother some socks at her request. This is the Elbows Up sock pattern by Song Sparrow Knits. It is a free pattern on Ravelry. My mom saw this posted. Oh, thank God I found my AirPods. I was missing those. I didn't know where they were. Whew. Sorry, squirrel. Glad those are found. Okay, Elbows Up sock pattern. My mom saw this posted on our local yarn store, their Facebook page, and she sent it to me and asked me if I would make them. And I said yes, even though I'm not really into it. She's not political, but I don't know. She was feeling patriotic and, you know, fuck Trump and all that stuff. So when he was talking about us becoming the 51st state, like, okay, bro. Anyways, she asked me to to knit these socks for her. They have a little Canadian flag on the back. They're not blocked yet. They have, like a little arrow on the side and some stripes on the foot. This side is the out of her foot and this is the inside. I did not do any tricks to like slip the first stitch of the second round. I didn't do that. I don't care. These socks are painful for me to knit. I love my mother. I want her to have the socks. She does so much for me. However, these are like, I am despising these. The pattern is not my favorite. The stitch counts are weird. I wouldn't recommend. So this pattern, you know, a standard sock size in my experience has been 56 stitches, 64 stitches, 72 stitches. This pattern has 4 different sizes of socks. None of those numbers correlate with standard sock sizes. I recognize that this is color work. But yeah, it was just a little different because like it fits my foot perfectly and it fits my mom's foot perfectly, so I didn't want to vary from that too much. I went with the option of, well, I did my own thing. So I cast on 64 stitches and I knit 2 by 2 for 15 rounds. Then it has you go into the white. I knit 1 round of white and then I increased to 68 stitches, which is one of the sizes their pattern calls for. Then I knit the color work section with 68 stitches on a 2.25 millimeter. I knit 1 round of white after the color work was done, and then I decreased back out to 64 stitches. And I knit the heel flap and the entire foot with 64 stitches because that's what I did in that moment. So I have the first sock done. I am on the second sock. I have 5 rounds left of white to do, and then I get to do the second red stripe and weave in all the ends and block these. They do need a good blocking just because color work, yeah. The floats are longer and like I wasn't super precious with my color work, so sometimes you can see a little bit come through here of the red. It's a sock, and like I just want to get this done. I'm hoping it will be done soon. I did get, this has been in my knitting bag. I shouldn't have put it in my knitting bag because it's going through the ringer. I did get her this elbows up chocolate bar to go with this. This is from Piece by Chocolate, which is a Syrian immigrant family that immigrated to Canada and brought their business from Syria with them. So this is a lovely story. They're very popular here. I feel like they're from Nova Scotia. Yeah, Antigonish, Nova Scotia. So a local Canadian. Love that. Gonna give that to her with her socks. The only thing getting me through this project, honestly, is this Sadie bag. Okay. What else do I have to show you? I have cast on, not a vanilla sock, but a Musselburgh hat. In my Oh Wow Amsterdam bag, this is Ysolda Teague. Sorry, that's Sawyer jumping around up there. This is the Musselburgh hat, which I'm sure you have seen a million people knit by now. I am using 3mm needles. I am doing like an adult, I think it's like an adult medium. And I was inspired by Lisa from 72 Stitches. I saw her colorway, Mustache Yarn, the Eras Tour, minus TTPD. So it's Taylor Swift colorway. Knit up in a Musselburgh, and I was like, oh, I would get way more use out of that than socks. So I definitely copied her, and I cast on the hat, and this is what happens when you don't knit vanilla socks and you just use this as your vanilla project, I guess. This skein comes in a perfect set, which is 2 50-gram balls, and this is all I have left of the first 50-gram ball. So I'm like almost halfway done, which is super exciting. I think we might go to the new Lilo & Stitch movie this weekend, so I want to get through this and get into the next ball so that I can just bring this to the movie. It is killing me that I don't have a vanilla sock on the needle right now, and I really want to put one on, but I'm not going to yet. Okay, I have 3 other things to show you for works in progress. The next one, I can show you the yarn, but I can't show you the pattern. So this is in a Studio Brita bag, which I love. Another Canadian maker. It's so beautiful. This is a test knit for Nancy. It's a secret test knit, and it is amazing, and I am obsessed with it to the point where I have yarn picked out for another one. I can't wait. This is Deborah Yarn Indulgences sock base. She got a new sock base, and it is a nice. It is splendid sock, 463 yards, 100 grams, fingering weight, 3-ply, 75/25. It is really, really nice. So that is the blue, and this is Splash Pad. And then this is a Gobsmacked mini. I got just a set of their, oh, it's way behind me. I got a set of their minis, like a rainbow set, and this is just one of theirs that I thought was so good. This is going to be for heels, toes, and cuffs. So I can't show you the design because it's a secret squirrel project right now. However, I will show you the back. It is a toe-up sock. And Nancy has a special secret formula that she shares with us that is for a heel flap and gusset on a toe-up sock. So this is what I have done so far, and these have flown. I am obsessed with this color combination. It's so good. And the pattern, this is the bottom of the foot, so it's just stockinette, and the pattern's on the front, the top of the foot, which I can't show you, but I am obsessed. So good. Those I will share soon when I can, when I get the okay from Nancy. But I'm telling you, I already have yarn picked out for another pair. I recently cleaned my yarn room and I frogged a ton of projects that were just never going to be completed. I had a realistic look at everything. I went through everything and I just said, this is taking up my mental headspace. It's bogging down my brain, and let's be realistic. So I frogged some things. And in that process, I found some yarn. And I think that the pattern has a solid for the foot and then a variegated for the heels, toes, and cuffs. I am breaking that with my sock that I'm testing. And Nancy always lets us kind of do our own thing. It's nice to see them in different yarns and different variations so people have a good idea. But I've used this previously for a sock for Nancy. This is O-Loops. Like, this is like deep stash. So I've used that previously. Is that focusing? Oh, sorry, I can't tell. There we go. And then this is Sweet Georgia. Just purple. So I thought these two together would be really a nice combination for a pair of those socks. They're a shorty sock. A shorty toe up sock. Anyways, I think that that's, now I don't know where to put this. I think that that is going to be really, really nice. So I have the best of plans of knitting those. Okay. Because I finished this sweater, I cast on a new sweater. I cast on a DRK Everyday Cardi. And I am using, it's a Sport Weight pattern by Andrea Mowry. I'm sure you've seen it. I gauge swatched. It's little, but it's existent. I am using Juniper Moon, Organic Merino, Patagonia, in the colorway Laurel, which is this lovely minty teal colorway. And I got gauge. I am doing a size 5. This pattern starts with a metric shit ton of ribbing. Like, I feel like it was 7.5 inches of 1x1 ribbing. Like, are you kidding me, bro? As Sawyer would say to me, because now that he's 7, you know. So this was a lot. I have knit the collar. I have knit here, and I literally just divided for the sleeves. Like, I have ittle bitty baby underarms of sleeves. That's all I have under the underarm, like four rows. So this is freshly divided for sleeves. This yarn, I wish you could feel it. It's so soft. I am in love with it. It's so soft. It blocks so nice. Everybody was squishing it. I really, really love it. I can't wait for this to be done. I was working on this pretty steadily, but now that I have the test knit on the go, I do want to get that done because it is a little bit of a tighter timeline. And this is in an MOQ bag by Donna. She's one of the lovely local makers that is often at Fiddlehead or PEI. I think she's, I don't quote me on this. I think she's going to be at Atlantic Yarn. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong about that, but I might be right. Anyways, I love this bag. I got it from Donna, and it was sold at Legacy Lane. I'm sorry. My phone is not on silent, and that is my work chat that's jingle jangling. To call. It's 6:15. And they start at 7. Yeah, well, I have Sawyer with me, so here I am. Anyways, okay, sorry, phone is silent. That's the moral of the story. Okay. This is my last whip, and it's a lingering whip that I pulled off of my trolley, and I thought I am going to regroup on this. It is a cozy comfort throw. from my 2022 Shirley Bryant Advent. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And this is in a lovely new bag. A big ass honkin' jumbo bag from Maple Moose Fibres, who is Micker on Instagram, who is local to me and sells her bags at Good Vibrations here in St. John. And she was at the Sussex event in the spring, or in the winter gathering, and she is going to be at Atlantic Yarn and Fibre in June in Shediac, which I will talk a little bit more about. And she is part of our giveaway today, very generously. So this is one of her bags. It is ginormous, and I don't know how I lived without this bag before. The pattern, or the fabric inside is beautiful, and the bag is massive. Like, this is the perfect blanket bag. Or this also would have been really good for my my sweater, my stripey sweater, because I had like 8 balls of sport weight yarn. So this is perfect. This is holding my cozy comfort throw. I am on ball 17, and it's my Shirley Bryant Advent 2022. There's 24 colors, and I'm on color 17. I am holding this double with a bear skein of undyed yarn from Leo and Roxy that I got several years ago. And this is a pattern by Molly from a homespun house, the Cozy Comfort Throw. So, how am I going to do this? It's always so awkward to show a blanket. Like, do I just like, you know, anyways. Okay, let's try it this way. We'll do it sideways. So it started here at all of these nice light pinks. It moved in here to darker pink. It's a bit of a fade into the blues and greens. And here we go. So it's really, really lovely. It's super squishy. And I have been working on this on Sundays instead of my crochet blanket because I just thought I'm so close to getting it done. This is where it was right here when I picked it up to work on it again, and I have gotten that much done. So again, I've just been kind of working on this on Sundays for a little bit. I have wound the other balls for the Advent so that when I get to them, I'm ready to go. I'm actually almost done the 17th color, and I'm almost on 18. So I have like 6-ish left, which is not bad at all. So, and I'm going to do a border after. I will do a border. I think it looks so nice with an I-cord border. I have 2 other Advents that are ready and waiting. I don't know that I will get an Advent this year. I'm not sure. I said that last year, but then Laura from Tiny Human had an Advent, and I was like, oh my God, please take my money, because her colors are just amazing. And so that's definitely going to be a Bits and Bobs blanket. Yeah, for sure. I love the Bits and Bobs blanket. I like the Cozy Comfort, but I like the Bits and Bobs more. The allure of the Cozy Comfort is that you can just knit. Bits and Bobs is half fisherman's rib, so you have to pay attention. But I just find it even more drapey, and I really like the look of it. I tried this one because I was like, oh, I can knit and I can read, but I just love the Bits and Bobs. So yeah, I think that's what's going to be my next one. Okay. I am going to talk giveaway before I do my stash enhancement, because if you're not interested in stash, I want to give you a chance to say, see you later. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to talk about this. As I was reorganizing my stash and frogging things and going through everything, I took all those little random yarn balls that were in project bags, I put them away, I went through everything, and these massive IKEA bags are full of partial skeins. that would be perfect for shorty socks or second pairs of socks. You know, like I have a ton of that Joy colorway. And I want to knit some for my mom. I plan to do some toe up so that I can get the best bang for my buck, but like I have a lot of leftovers. And I want to do something with them. So as much as I want to cast on a new vanilla sock, if I do cast on a new vanilla sock, this is what it will be. I have to work through this. It either needs to start going in scrappy blankets or I need to knit some socks out of it because I am on the third bag and it's getting out of control. Like it must stay contained. So if I do cast on a vanilla sock, it's going to be from this. Even though I want it to be from something else, I have to be a little bit more responsible. Yeah. Okay, let's talk giveaway. I have 2 giveaways on this podcast to show you. I'm sorry, there is going to be a crinkle. So over the last couple of months, I have kind of been putting a couple things together for you guys. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate all the love. And I picked up a couple things from some local-ish makers to me that I thought you might like. And then I also have a giveaway for an in-person gift certificate for 2 people for the Atlantic Yarn and Fibre Festival. That's going to be happening June 15th in Shediac, New Brunswick. It's on Father's Day. It is put on by Manon, Let Knit, Sophie from Cozy Meadow, Deborah from Yarn Indulgences, and Nancy, Knit Sip Happy. They are the Atlantic Yarn and Fibre, and they're putting on their first event. Well, not their first event, but like their first market, and you know, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So it's going to be great. It's in Shediac. I hear the space is beautiful. There's a pretty happening marketplace. Penelope, Yellow Petal Handmade is coming. Leo and Roxy, Deborah, Yarn Indulgences is going to be there. I'm going to forget people, so please don't rely solely on my list because I'm just thinking of like all the places I'm going to visit. Michelle, Micker Maple Mousse Fibres, who had the giant bag, is going to be there, and I am so excited because I have seen some of her prototypes of her new bags and I want some. I have enough bags, but it doesn't matter. They make me happy. So I have a gift certificate for you, for 2 people, for her booth. 2 $20 gift certificates for Michelle's booth at the Atlantic Yarn and Fibre Festival. So make sure you are subscribed and comment Atlantic. If you are planning to be in Shediac, New Brunswick to shop in person at this event and would like to be entered into a chance to win a gift card for Michelle's booth, Maple Mousse Fibres, please comment down below Atlantic. Please only comment if you do plan to attend in person so that we can draw from people who will be shopping locally at this event, because like I said, it's an in-person gift card. So I will put you in touch with Michelle, who has very generously offered this, and I can't wait. You'll see me at her booth spending money as well because, you know, I love this. So if you would like to be entered into the in-person shopping gift certificate, please comment Atlantic down below and I will do a draw. I have an in-person gift, and I also have one that can be mailed anywhere. Okay, I have been saving this, like I said, and however, I will say that there is a potential Canada Post strike imminently. So if they do announce the Canada Post strike, I will hold this package and I will ship it when that is resolved because I just want to make sure that it gets to you. So I have a couple things. The first thing that I have is a bag from Maple Mousse Fibres that I got for you. It is these lovely teacups. It's still in the crinkle bag, so I'm sorry if there's a crinkle and a glare, but it's these lovely teacups. And I have a skein of Island Bay, which is Deborah Sock Mark, which is some blues and greens and purples. And I thought this went really nicely together. And I have a little notebook from Legacy Lane in Sussex with the yarn on the front and bare notebook, because, you know, we all need to take notes on our projects. And then I have some stitch markers from Lewis and Jane, who is from PEI. These are adorable. I showed these last time. I got myself a set too. I love them. So if you would like to be entered to win the physical prize, please comment anchor down below. You can enter for both. You can enter for one. You can enter for both. It doesn't matter, whatever you think you're going to be able to come to, if you think you can come to the festival or what. Atlantic for the physical prize. No, I said that wrong. Anchor for the physical prize, Atlantic for the gift certificate, and all you have to do is say one of those words. You can make up a sentence or something with if you want, or you can just comment one or both and you will be entered. I'm going to draw them separately. There's 2 $20 gift cards and 1 physical prize. Please make sure you are subscribed and you comment down below, because that's what I'm going to draw from. And I will make sure I mention that on Instagram too. So it is going to be open until June 8th. I'm going to record another podcast on June 9th because I am not working that day, and I am committing, I'm saying it out loud, that I'm going to do that because I need to draw, and the shopping event is the 15th. So you have until June 8th. I will close it when I go to bed, and then I will record the next day and let you know who won. Good luck, everybody, and thank you for supporting me. I know it's been hit or miss lately. Life has been fucking lifing, which is probably why I ended up with this massive basket of shit. Because sometimes in the middle of the night, my feelings just come out in the form of emotional support shopping. And it is what it is. So I have some goodies. I did attend the Fiddlehead Fibre Festival, and Laura Tiny Human had a shop update. So, you know, it could be worse. If you are not here for stash enhancement, thank you so much for tuning in and checking everything out. And I will see you next time. But I do have some books and some stash to talk about and really, really pretty yarn to squish. So if you'd like to hang out, I would love that. Penelope from Yellow Petal had a shop update, and I'm a sucker for a bag. I'm not sure you guys have gotten that point yet, but I am obsessed with this. I was stalking her shop waiting for this fabric. She posted a spoiler of this, and I was like, yeah, I need to have that. And then because I was paying for shipping, I also got this because, you know, I love to read and I love to knit. So it's 2 of my favorite things, and it's Rifle Paper Co., which again, another one of my favorite things. So these came home with me from Penelope Yellow Petal, who will be at the Atlantic Fibre Festival. And she is local. She's in Nova Scotia, so I consider that local because if you're in the Maritimes, you're local. And I can't wait. Legacy Lane had a clearance section or a sale section, and I got this Sandnes tin line in this color on sale for really good. It's already economical, and I got it on sale. So I have a sweater quantity of this that I purchased. It is the colorway 4002. It's like a light pink. Hope it's not blowing out there. Hi. So that, I really want to knit, what is it called? Samantha Guerin. I'm going to put it down below. I've knit one. I've already knit one. Michelle's knitting one right now. It's gonna irritate me. Salty air tea. I don't know why that just like left my brain, the salty air tea. I really want to knit that. I really want to be monogamous with my sweater knitting, but that DRK is quite a fall sweater. And I would love to have a summer sweater. I only have one summer sweater. I have my Tulsta, and I really like that, and I wear it quite a bit, but I would love to have another one. I just don't know if I can pull it off. It's May 23rd. I'm sure I can. However, should I? That is the question. What would you guys do? Would you cast on a summer sweater, or would you just say, you, ma'am, need to keep it together and work on your DRK? What do you think? This is 53% cotton, 33% viscose, and 14% linen, and I think it's gorgeous. Okay, at the Fiddlehead Fiber Festival, I was pretty good, I must say. I got this lovely skein of Amanda's, sweet skein of mine. This is the April yarn of the month, which was Painting Eggs, that she had a spare of. And I am obsessed. I love, 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 love that pink color. So I grabbed that, and then as soon as I saw this, I knew it was coming home with me because, hello, like, come on. It's gorgeous. All of those colors. It is the Ready for Spring mini set. So these are like totally my jam, and whatever this is, this needs to stay together. So I have no idea. I'm just gonna look at it for a while. I also got Nerds with Needles. This yellow mini was separate. I don't even know where I bought this. I might have got it at Nerds with Needles. I might have gotten it from the Close Knit Yarn Shop. I can't quite remember, but it didn't come with this. I put this together myself. This is Pixie Dust from Nerds with Needles, and this is for the Books Socks Cal from Sophie. I will put the information down below. Sophie, Cozy Meadow, and I can never remember. Novel Girl Knits, Danelle. I have the worst memory, and since I already did this today, my brain is mush. But the idea is to knit a pair of socks and have it resemble your book that you want to read. And I'm going to show you my book because it could not be more perfect. It's The Love of My Afterlife by Christy Greenwood. This is the book. God, maybe I'll show it to you. It's, look at those pinks and blues and yellows. Like, it's so good. And then look at this. Isn't that just like identical? I love it with the little pop of yellow, and this has the pinks and blues. I thought this was perfect. So that book is on my Libby Hold shelf when it comes in. I am casting this on no matter what. I can't help it. Okay. You know I love Area 51. I love them. This is several updates over several months. She updates every Friday, so I've actually been pretty good. And these are like $24 or something crazy, like for 50 gram skeins, and that's all I buy. So like, I actually have showed some self-restraint, or that's what I tell myself anyways. Actually, most of these are not even for me, they're for gift knitting. So these are Everyone Deserves a Chance to Fly. These are wicked colorways. These are going to be for my Aunt Brenda, who we love musicals. We go to see a lot of them together. And I'm going to knit her a pair of socks because she's an awesome aunt and she's an awesome great aunt to Sawyer, and she hangs out with them all the time when I need some help. And we will go see the second part of Wicked together, just like we saw the first one, and I'm going to knit her some socks. So those are a gift. And then Sawyer loves Minecraft and he loves my homemade socks, and Area 51 released Minecraft colorways. This is Alex and this is Steve. So I had to get him those, and I will make him some socks in the fall because he deserves them, and he's adorable, and he loves Minecraft. We took 12 7-year-old boys to see the Minecraft movie for his birthday. I'm still recovering. It was a lot. But it was really good, and he had so much fun. So yes, these are for Sawyer Bug. And then these ones I got for myself. This is, and I picked this mini out to go with it. This is Belle, because I love Beauty and the Beast. So that is Belle. This is National Strawberry Day. I love local strawberry season. I feel like I can taste this skein. Like, it's so good. It's dark in here. It's getting really late. I gotta hurry up. And then I love this one. This is the one I want to cast on. Oh, see, I was good earlier and I put it back, but now that I'm looking at it again, it's pastel. It is Dream a Little Dream. And it's like this lovely, like, speckly, like, oh, I just can't. This, I don't know if you can see. This has speckles in those stripes here. I can never tell if it's focusing. There. It has speckles in it, and I just love it so much. I love self-striping yarn that has speckles in the stripes. For Mother's Day, Sawyer picked me out a book. He picked me out the new Carly Fortune book. He picked me out and a book cover to go with it. We got 2 new cats, actually, and he picked me out a book cover with one of our cats on it. It's adorable. Like, it looks identical. We have a black cat and an orange cat, and it's got the black cat on it. So he picked me out a book and a book cover, a pair of earrings, and some opal yarn. So he picked these out. He's a, you know, he knows his way around the opal at Cricket Cove. Cindy helps him. So he is so good. So I love opal. I have a little bit more than I normally do. I knit a lot of these for gifts. Like this, I got this for my dad because it's Blue Jays colors. My dad will wear these and I buy them. I knit them for him a lot because they're machine washable and they don't have to baby them, and I knit them for my mom too. So these are for my dad. These are for my, like, these 3 would be for my dad, and then these 3 are for me. So I'm gonna add these in. Thank you, Sawyer. And then I can't stay away from Sadie. Fuck, I'm just realizing what a problem I have with bags. Like, I'm not gonna stop, but chill, Heather. These are my favorite Sadie bags. I love them for socks. I love them to just throw in my work bag, my lunch bag. I don't have to baby them. Like this that I just got from Laura, I'm gonna baby that because it's beautiful. It's basically a quilted bag. These, they're durable. They're canvas. Like, and I love them. I've showed them before, but they fit like a lot of yarn. They're perfect. They're perfect sock bags. This one I got because I knit the breast cancer sock every year for Nancy, and this is going to be my breast cancer bag. And I love teal. So those came home with me from Fiddlehead. That's all I got at Fiddlehead. Like, I thought that was pretty good. And then Laura had her goldenrod update and her granny scrappy quilt update. So I got these go together. This is the sock yarn of the scrappy quilt, and this gorgeous thing is the bag that Laura made. So these are like going to be a lovely fall project for me. Like, I am in love with this. This is going to be fall for sure for me. And then she had a seconds offer, or a trial offer, where you got a mystery set of 300-gram sock yarns, and you didn't know what they were. They were surprised. These are trials and seconds. So I got these 3. And they're like super affordable if you ever catch them. So 3 skeins of self-striping sock yarn from Laura. So those I had purchased like a while ago, but they were delivered to me at Fiddlehead because Laura is like local but not local. So yeah, it was delivered to me at Fiddlehead. And yeah, that is it. Leanne knit, sits, reads, I think it is. Sit, knit, read. I'll put it down below. She just came from Knit City, Montreal, and she did pick me up a couple things. Thank you. And I will show you those next time. Okay, let's talk books quickly. Okay. Since I have been here, I have read some good books that I enjoyed, and then I read some that I like really liked. So, Daisy Darker, Alice Feeney. I liked this book. It was a little outside of my norm. It's like thrillery, supernatural-ish, but I really liked it. It was good. What the Wife Knew by Darby Kane. I think that's my writing. I can't read my own writing. But I always put the pictures up. That one, I enjoyed it. It was fine. Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver, I think. Again, my writing is atrocious. This was really good. If you're gonna read this book, I suggest you consume it in audiobook form because the narration of this book is just superb. It was so good. I'm telling you, it makes it. It is about two serial killers that it becomes a spicy book about two serial killers, which I know sounds a little bit morbid, and it is. However, it was really good and sweet, and I really liked it. But definitely the audiobook narration makes it so good. Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. I really liked this book. I always enjoy her books. Really, really good. Home is Where the Bodies Are by Geneva Rose. I liked this one. It was a nice little thriller. I enjoyed it. False Witness by Karen Slaughter. Again, same thing. Enjoyed it. Nice thriller. I always like Karen Slaughter books. Beg, Borrow, or Steal, Sarah Adams. Super cute. Really liked it. Last Twilight in Paris. I really liked this book. It's a historical fiction. And it is about World War II. And how during World War II, when the Nazis stole property from the Jewish population, they often would pick through it and put it in an department store, Le Vuitton. And they forced the higher end Jewish population to work in the department store and sell the stolen property back to Nazi or German population. And this was a thing, this is based on fact, and this was something I did not know about World War II. I did not know about this department store, and I think that I've read a fair bit and I've studied in university World War II, and I had never heard of this. So I did some research on it, and it was really heartbreakingly interesting, but this book was really good. The Last Twilight in Paris, Pam Janoff, and I really enjoyed her writing. I have a couple extra books on hold from the library from her. And this is about, it has a dual timeline, so it has a timeline during the war and after the war, and it centers around a necklace that is found after the war, and then the person has flashbacks to before the war. And it's about the journey of the necklace through Le Vuitton and a concentration camp, and after the war it is found in like a rubbish store. So it was really enjoyable. Obviously very emotional at times, but I really liked it. I'm currently reading The 3 Lives of Kate Kay by Kate Fagan, and it's like, I think it was a Reese Witherspoon book club book. I'm enjoying it so far. It's kind of confusing because one character goes by several different names. I'm still kind of trying to wrap my head around that, but I'm liking it so far. And then the Carly Fortune book that Sawyer got me for Mother's Day is The Love of My Afterlife. And Carly Fortune is a Canadian author. Canadian, I believe she's from PEI. So I always try and support her and read her books, and I always enjoy the local settings. Like, I'm like, oh, I know where that is. Like, I've been there. So I've been reading, he bought me the physical copy. I've been reading a chapter or two a night before I fall asleep and trying to get through it. It definitely takes me longer to read a physical book than an audiobook or an e-book, just because I usually only read those right before I go to bed, and I definitely fall asleep. Yes. So cats. We got 2 cats. We went for 1. We came with 2. Sawyer picked them out, and everybody told me that I should just get 2 because they're cats. They don't take up much extra, you know, 1 versus 2, and it gives them somebody to keep company. Anyways, we went for 1. We came with 2 because he fell in love with a bonded pair. So we have Enderman, who is a 6-month-old black female cat, Endy for short. Yes, that is a Minecraft name. Yes, I let Sawyer name them, and that's fine. So Endy, and then we have a year-old orange cat who is Professor Whiskerstein Von Pounce, or Professor for short, because that's quite a mouthful. They're adorable. They're still settling in. They're pretty timid, but they're doing great. He is so good with them. I'm so impressed with him. We cat sat my neighbor's cats like quite a bit before we decided to take on this task ourselves. I really wanted to make sure that he was ready, and he is so good with them, and they're bringing him so much joy. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah, I think that is about it. Life has been lifing, and I'm hoping it stops soon. I feel like since I saw you last, I've put in a new well pump to the tune of like $4,000 because, you know, people just have that laying around. Please, if you have the means, save for an emergency fund because things happen. Not everybody has the means, and I fully understand that, and what a privilege that is. It was something even growing up that was like ingrained in my head, even if you're tucking $5 or $10 here and there, and just don't touch it and it adds up, because that was so helpful when I had to fork over it was like, I think it was like $4,500 for a new well pump. Like, can we just have a break, please? Like, I can't even. But yeah. Anyways, I think that's about it here. Work is work. Life is life. And I am enjoying knitting in the moments in between. And it's probably what's keeping me fucking sane right now. So I'm going to go work on Nancy's test knit. And I'm going to hopefully get through the heel. And then cast on another pair. Because I can't stop. They're adorable. I think this might take the lead as my new favorite Nancy sock. So anyways, I hope you have a great day. Do not forget, if you are interested, comment down below Atlantic for a chance to win one of the 2 in-person gift cards from Maple Moose Fibres. Thank you, Michelle. And Anchor if you are looking to enter for the physical prize. Thank you so much for your likes and your comments and for subscribing. I appreciate it so much. And I will see you on June 9th. Thanks and have a great day. Bye.